Hi everyone, it's Rax. There have been some changes to the PTR, which means potential changes to Season 20, and they're going to be highlighted in red. Let's go over them and see what we have. Crusaders. They're not convinced that the change has fully reined in their power. They're going to continue to monitor them. I agree with that statement. I still think Crusaders are going to be one of the very best performing classes, but I don't mind that they are. I mean, they were so bad for so many seasons, so I still think they're going to be one of the best RGKs along with Necromancers, but let's see how strong they are in the next season and if they need to be tuned down anymore. Witch Doctor's Spirit Barrage Phantasm. The periodic attacks are twice as slow but twice as powerful. I think this is a good reason. This is a good change for two reasons. First is that it may lag the game less with them attacking slower, and hitting slower but harder is going to give them a higher chance to kill elites in group play, which is going to be, the question for the trash clearers for the Spirit Barrage Witch Doctor or the Death Nova Necro is how do you kill elites to get their really fast 150 clears. Mr. Rob, who is an incredible streamer and YouTuber, has been testing it on his channel. I'll put a link to his stream in the description. And he was testing Witch Doctor, and they were blasting 150s yesterday. So, Witch Doctors are doing quite well. Barbarian. We wanted to provide an alternative method to gaining the benefit of the two-piece bonus of the Horde of the 90 Savages. Adding in Frozen as an option allows this benefit to work on bosses. It provides an alternative gearing option and should work better in groups without having to remove an option for play. So the two-piece bonus, feared and frozen enemies take double damage, and the four-piece, instead of giving us 5% DR, we're going to get 6, so we're going to get 10% extra DR. So my overall feeling on this is not enough. So the question is, can Frenzy Barb be an RGK? And they can. I just think they're still way behind Crusaders and Necros. The thing about adding Frozen is it allows a Barbarian to be able to take advantage of double damage against the RGK when you can freeze them, because you cannot fear a Rift Guardian. But I really feel like this Frozen is not good enough. I feel like if anything, it's got to be Stun, and then you have a much better chance at competing. Even if you made it Stun or added Stun with Frozen, I still don't think it's enough, because they didn't give Barbarians any extra damage. I don't think that they do enough damage. The DR is helpful, but remember, we still can't keep up Wrath of the Berserker. If this is all the changes that they're making to Barbarian, I just do not think it's good enough. It's in the right direction. Blizzard has the right idea. They're moving in the right direction, but this is not good enough to me. I have no plans to play this set if this is how it's released. Witch Doctors. Many of the changes we made for the Witch Doctor focus on improving the set's survivability and server performance. We also improved the behavior of Big Bad Voodoo, so it should be much less likely to be left behind. It's hard to say. Big Bad Voodoo will now follow you more closely across zones and correctly in groups. I saw this bug where Big Bad Voodoo would follow other players, or it wouldn't follow you to the other floor. But I gotta be honest, I already think Blizzard did a good job of how it follows you around. So I already thought they did a good job. I didn't have many complaints about it. And the fact that they still went in and tried to fine-tune it even more, I think is pretty great. We got an extra 10% damage reduction. I'll take it. That's what we needed for Witch Doctors. We needed damage reduction. And the 6-piece, changing it from 100 times to 50% of your mana regeneration per second, this is exactly the same thing. It's just worded a different way. The Barber is now a ceremonial knife. It has a base 1.4 attack speed. Okay. Gazing Demise, the attack rate granted to Manitou Spectres has been slightly reduced. Okay, that's fine. And the Ring of Emptiness, either your Haunt or your Locust Swarm gives you 300% increased damage. So this is insane. Because now I think Witch Doctors can take the passive Vision Quest. So if you can take Vision Quest now, that's going to have to go back in and edit the D3 planner for the video that I made. Because if you can take Vision Quest now, Witch Doctors got stronger, and they were already pretty strong. So Witch Doctors rejoice, less lag, and less lag, more DR. Big Bad Voodoo follows you better, and you're getting stronger because you only have to use one or the other skill. Wow. Well, everyone's rolling Witch Doctor, I guess. Wizard encountered a lot of bugs with its new class set, so please make sure to check the bug fixes section below for additional details. We did consider adding another skill into the Typhon's Veil, but we believe there's more work to do on the Wizard Legendary options to make choices outside of Etched Sigil, Death Wish, and Mental Channeling combo more appealing. We're looking at this now as a longer-term goal, as we have plans to do much larger overall balance passes in the future after all the new class sets have been added to the game. Okay, let's see what they have in mind. Hydra heads cannot die more than once every 2 seconds. That's good. People are getting very upset that all their Hydra heads were getting killed and then they just die instantly. The 6-piece bonus, instead of 1,000%, we have 1,200% for a total of 12,000 when we have 10 Hydras. So it's a buff to the set. And Serpent Sparker and Magistrate have both been nerfed by 150%. So what they're trying to do here, and it doesn't surprise me, is they're trying to shift the power of this set from items that you would use in the Legacy of Dreams version into the set bonus. So my first reaction is I already thought Legacy of Dreams was better than the set. And I think this change, at just staring at the numbers without actually going in and testing it, I think it's just going to make them kind of even. Maybe the set's going to be a little bit better, or maybe even Legacy of Dreams may still be better. So what I will do is I'm going to go into the Hydra D3 planner that I made for my video, and I will add a second tab that will show you how you would do it if you want to use the set. I'm still not super excited about using a set where your Hydra heads can die. I think down here there were some bug fixes they said. Fixed a bug with Threatening Shout, Grim Harvest would not activate. Okay. Ingeom was not dropping for Demon Hunters. Okay. This is what I care about. Arcane Dynamo now properly now properly applies to Hydra heads created by the Typhon's Veil. Fixed a bug where the active shields would not prevent the Hydra heads from dying. Okay, so this is big. This is what was killing the set right here. Arcane Torrent get an extra multiplier from Etched Sigil and Death Wish. We all knew that was never going to fly. And fixed a bug where Frost Hydra was getting a damage bonus instead of an attack speed bonus from the attack speed. Okay. And Dank Meme now includes a bag of crafting materials. Yes, I was begging for that. Thank you. All right, so those are the changes coming. So to very quickly recap, Crusaders, don't do too good next season or they're going to nerf you. Less lag for Witch Doctors. Barbarians can now, they're slightly better at RGKing and they're slightly better at surviving. I don't think it's enough. It's not enough. I don't think it has anything to do with thinking about it. It's not enough. Witch Doctors, Big Bad Voodoo is following you better. More damage reduction. This is the same, it's just worded differently. It's now a Ceremonial Knife, and this is big. This is big. So let's see if we can pick up Vision Quests in our solo build and see if we can tomahawk everything. Wizards, Hydra heads cannot die more than once every 2 seconds, and they fix some bugs. They're shifting some power from Legacy of Dreams over to the set, so I will go in there and add a D3 planner for the set in the same link. Just give me a moment to update that. And there we go. Well, this is looking closer to what will be released for Season 20. So Season 19 ends on March 1st. And they said that they were going to have a longer period of time from when Season 19 ended to when Season 20 would start. So normally it would start that next Friday. But I'm going to guess they're going to build in at least another week. So I expect let's see the little calendar here. I expect season 20 to start, ironically, maybe on Friday the 13th. And that's kind of interesting because Friday the 13th is the 1 year anniversary from when I made my YouTube channel and when I started streaming. So that will be a very memorable day for me if that's the actual day it is. Wow, I just realized that. Very cool. Well, anyway, guys, that's what's coming in Season 20. So I get asked all the time, excuse me, what's going to be the meta? I think the trash clearer will either be the Witch Doctor. I mean, probably the Witch Doctor now. If they're going to keep giving them buffs like this, maybe the Witch Doctor or the Death Nova Necro. The RGK will be either the Crusader again or either a Lancer Necro, and I think at the very end it'll be a Thorns Necro for Blighter, unfortunately, because I think Necro, with all the weapons, will be able to murder Blighter with all the multipliers. And then, of course, support Monk and support Barb, like always. And for grinding XP, it'll either be doing meta runs with the Witch Doctor, or it'll be doing Super Rats, and I'll be putting out the guides on exactly how to do that coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.